Yo, 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 what is going on, guys? It is your boy, Scumpy, here today bringing you another Q&A video. I asked you guys on Twitter yesterday. If you don't follow me on Twitter, it'll be down in the description, by the way. I asked you guys to ask me some questions, some FAQs you want to know from champs, anywhere in between. So I'm going to be answering some of your questions today. The first one comes from V Nom, and it says, "Are you staying with Optic Gaming?" Come on, man. You know the answer to that. Yes, I'm staying with Optic Gaming. We won the past 3 tournaments. People are making a really big deal out of champs, which they should be. I agree with that. They should be making a big deal out of it because it's champs. It's the biggest tournament of the year, hands down. But we won the past 3 before that. You know, it doesn't make sense for us anyone to leave the team after that just because of one bad placing where we played 2 really good teams and we just had off games against them, really. I'm not leaving OG. The next question comes from That One BK, and he asked, "Were you surprised by TR?" Yes, I was surprised by TR. You know, they've been an up-and-coming team. They were considered an amateur team probably 2 or 3 events ago. We played them at UMG Orlando, which was exactly 4 events ago. It was the first event that we won as a team. And they 3-0'd us on the first day. Again, we had a really off day. We got 3-0'd by Stenner as well. But they've really made improvements, and they're getting better and better. They play second at COD Champs, so, you know, good for them. Can't really knock them for it. They're doing well for themselves, and yes, I think that a large majority of the pro community is surprised by them. Shy Seattle asked, "What is one food that I could never, ever give up no matter what?" Tacos. Tacos or enchiladas, one of the two. Mexican food is my absolute favorite. I love Mexican food. I don't know what it is about Mexican food that just makes me so crazy about it. I don't know if it's the spice or the seasoning or what it is about it, but tacos, enchiladas, if I didn't have those, I wouldn't know what to do with myself, to be honest. I actually really like this question. It was from Schnell Arts, and he asked, "Would you have changed your practice routine after seeing the placing that you got at Call of Duty Champs?" And I am in love with this question. This was such a good question because we were actually talking about it right after we lost. Basically, with the Optic LAN, we were contemplating whether or not to hold it 2 weeks before the event or hold it the week leading up to the event and then fly straight from the Optic LAN to the tournament. Looking back at it, I would have preferred to have played the Optic LAN 2 weeks in advance, actually, and then just scrimmed online leading up to the tournament. The reason that I'm saying that, this is the kicker, we went into the event with a lot of confidence, almost too much confidence. We went in thinking nobody can touch us, nobody's going to beat us, and that's not the way that you want to think. It's not a bad way to think because obviously, you know, you want confidence and you want to be confident in your team to do well. But we went into it and we just didn't take some of the top teams 100%. Like Denial, it felt like we weren't even giving them the respect that they deserved. It felt like we were just going to walk over them and we were like, yeah, whatever, it's Denial. When in actuality, Denial's a really freaking good team and we should have played them the same that we would play any other match, which, like I said, our intensity wasn't really there throughout the whole weekend, but still, I think that the LAN 3 days before the event, it just got us way too confident because we only lost 2 maps at the LAN to 2 really good teams in ON and TK, and we just went in thinking, you know, nobody can touch us. So yes, I would have liked to change the practice routine if we had the opportunity to, yeah. The next question comes from Numb to the Shot. He asked me, what was my favorite part about Champs? I would say my favorite part about Champs was the atmosphere. The atmosphere at Champs is always insane. It's always a really, really good time because Champs is the tournament of the year. Champs and X Games, at least. But Champs, there were a ton of spectators. Obviously, X Games, there weren't as many. But still, $100,000 on the line. The atmosphere is crazy. All the pros are really, really focused. It's a really, really good time to be a Champs because it's the most competitive tournament of all time for a Call of Duty player. And obviously going to other tournaments is fun and all because you're competing against other teams. But this is like the event where everybody is like in their mind enemies with all the other teams, which sounds horrible, but it's not really because you're playing for $100,000. But the atmosphere of Champs is always my favorite part about it. The next question comes from Tavo Blackwallen, and he said, "What went wrong on day 2?" And I'm going to try to word this the best that I can. We were just uncomfortable. It felt like we were back in Orlando again, where we got 6-0 map counted that one day. We were just uncomfortable. People weren't comfortable with their roles. It seemed like we were trying to switch too much up, and I don't know. It just, the vibe was off. It was weird in the booth. It was, I really can't explain it. It was strange because I'd never seen that happen before. even at Orlando, we weren't even bad vibes in the booth. We were just like, we were uncomfortable playing with each other. It was sort of like Columbus, an extension of Columbus. We just weren't comfortable playing in the booth on the team yet because we didn't really have that chemistry. But at this event, it was just weird vibes. It felt like we weren't going hard, and I don't know. It's hard. It's really hard to explain without sounding like a complete ass, but just felt like we weren't going hard and people weren't into it, and it was weird. Like, I tried to yell a couple of times, but after that it just died down again because the other team was just so much more amped and hyped. I don't know, it was weird. It was a weird feeling. I Destroy asked, would COD's viewership be bigger if it was on Twitch? This is a question that I can't really answer because obviously we'd have to do it for me to give you an accurate answer. In my opinion, it would be smallly bigger, if that makes any sense. I think that Twitch is a website where people stumble upon it and they're like, oh yeah, this is cool. So if, Call of Duty was streamed on there, there would obviously be a couple thousand people that stumbled upon it and, enjoyed it, didn't enjoy it, whatever they thought of it. But MLG really is the father of Call of Duty. I mean, it is the place that runs Call of Duty. So with their promotion and everything involved, I don't really think that Call of Duty would be that much bigger. Maybe by a couple thousand viewers, but nothing really nothing too drastic. I think that, maybe a couple thousand people would jump on board and watch, but that's it. Steve JC asked, did Mathias steal your heart? And that is, yeah. Mathias is one of my favorite teammates of all time. Really chill guy, really, really talented at COD. Absolutely love him. Great kid. And the last question coming from Sponge Brick is, how are you going to bring the team's morale back? Well, really the biggest thing is just practicing. Practicing, getting that confidence back, winning maps. That's really the only thing you can do. And then at the next tournament, just try to work on getting more excited in the booth. Trying to not be so docile and calm, and just let it all loose. Just let it fly. Just start yelling, and just try to get a little bit more hyped up. Just try to be better at bringing energy to the team, because at Champs there wasn't much there, and I was trying to hype the team up and yell in the booth a couple of times. There were like 3 or 4 separate times in the matches that we needed it the most, and just it didn't build off of it. Nothing built off it. We'd kill 4 of them, and then I would yell and be like, yeah, let's go, and then right after that we would get 4 down again, and it was like impossible to build off it. It was weird. Like I'm saying, it was weird. It was a weird event. It was weird. I don't know how to explain it. It was just strange. Thank you guys for watching the video, though. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you drop a like, favorite, comment, subscribe. If you guys enjoy videos like this, please make sure to let me know, because these videos are really fun to do. It's a great way for me to interact with some people on Twitter, interact with some of my subscribers on YouTube, and answer some of the questions that you guys want me to answer, because obviously you guys aren't in the booth with us. You guys can't really see. You guys can hear if you're watching the thing and they're doing a listen-in, but you can't really see or experience what's going on. So this is always helpful. Always a good way to get some information pushed across to you guys. But thank you for watching the video. Hope that you guys did enjoy it. Fucked up that outro. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. As always, this is your boy. Fuck.